Every woman is drawn to a certain type of man, whether she realizes it consciously or not. Attraction isn't just about looks, it's about energy, confidence, and how a man carries himself. While personal preferences vary, there are three distinct types of men that almost all women find irresistible. These men trigger deep emotional responses, making them stand out from the rest. If you understand these archetypes and embody their qualities, you'll naturally draw women toward you without effort. This isn't about manipulation or playing games. It's about becoming the kind of man who naturally commands respect, admiration, and deep attraction. The first type of man that women find incredibly attractive is the confident leader. This man knows who he is, what he wants, and isn't afraid to go after it. Confidence is one of the most magnetic traits a man can have. Women are naturally drawn to men who exude certainty because it signals strength, stability, and the ability to protect and provide. This doesn't mean arrogance or being domineering, it means self-assuredness, the ability to make decisions, and a strong sense of purpose. A confident leader doesn't need approval from others to feel good about himself. He walks into a room with an energy that says, "I belong here." Women can sense this, and it immediately piques their interest. The confident leader doesn't seek validation. He validates himself. He doesn't fear rejection because he understands his worth isn't determined by anyone else. Women are attracted to this because deep down, they want a man who can handle challenges, someone who stands firm when life gets tough. His presence alone makes a woman feel safe, admired, and respected. This type of man isn't just confident in social settings. He's also decisive. Women appreciate men who can take charge, whether it's planning a date, making life decisions, or navigating through challenges. Indecisiveness can be frustrating because it signals uncertainty. The confident leader trusts himself enough to make choices and take responsibility for them. He doesn't need to control everything, but he knows when to step up and lead. This quality is incredibly attractive because it shows that he's a man of action, not just words. Women want a man who can stand his ground, someone they can rely on. Confidence, when paired with humility, creates an aura that makes women naturally drawn to this type of man. The second type of man that women find irresistible is the mysterious, intriguing man. This is the guy who keeps people guessing, the one who has depth, complexity, and an air of unpredictability. Women love a challenge, and the mysterious man provides that in a way that excites them. He doesn't reveal everything about himself right away, which makes women want to know more. He's not secretive in a way that feels manipulative, but rather, he has layers to his personality that unfold over time. This keeps the connection fresh and exciting. The mysterious man understands the power of leaving some things unsaid, allowing curiosity to build. What makes this type of man so attractive is that he's deeply introspective, thoughtful, and often has passions that he pursues intensely. He doesn't follow the crowd, and he doesn't feel the need to explain himself. There's an undeniable allure in a man who moves through life with a sense of quiet confidence, as if he knows something others don't. Women are naturally drawn to this because it signals intelligence, depth, and a sense of adventure. He's the kind of man who surprises her with his unique perspective, who sees the world differently and makes her think in ways she never has before. This type of man isn't emotionally closed off. He simply shares his emotions and thoughts selectively, creating a sense of intrigue that keeps a woman wanting more. Another reason the mysterious man is so attractive is that he isn't easily available. He has his own life, passions, and pursuits, which makes his attention feel valuable. Women don't want a man who has nothing going on. They want someone who has a world of his own that they can step into. The mysterious man isn't desperate for attention, and this makes him even more attractive. He naturally commands respect because he values himself enough not to seek approval. Women love the thrill of uncovering new aspects of his personality, and this ongoing discovery keeps the connection alive. The third type of man that women are deeply attracted to is the passionate, ambitious man. This is the man who has fire in his soul, someone who is driven, motivated, and relentless in pursuing his goals. Ambition is incredibly attractive because it signals strength, direction, and purpose. Women want to be with a man who is going somewhere in life, someone who wakes up every day with excitement and determination. This type of man doesn't just dream, he takes action. He's constantly improving himself, learning, and growing. He's not content with mediocrity, and this energy is infectious. When a woman sees a man who is passionate about what he does, it ignites something within her. Passionate men have a way of making everything more exciting. Whether it's their career, hobbies, or even their relationships, they bring intensity and focus that is deeply attractive. Women don't just want a man who exists, they want a man who thrives. Passionate men inspire others because they show what's possible. When you truly commit to something, this isn't about financial success, it's about purpose. A man could be an artist, a musician, an entrepreneur, or an athlete, but what matters is that he pours his soul into what he does. Women want to be around that energy because it makes them feel alive. One of the most attractive things about a passionate, ambitious man is that he doesn't settle. He doesn't make excuses or blame external factors for his failures. Instead, he takes ownership of his life and keeps pushing forward. This resilience is incredibly appealing because it shows strength of character. Women want a man who faces challenges head-on and doesn't back down. This type of man doesn't just work hard, he plays hard too. He enjoys life, embraces experiences, and brings excitement to those around him. His passion extends beyond just his career. It influences how he approaches everything, including relationships. When a man is passionate about life, he naturally becomes passionate about the woman he's with. He doesn't take her for granted. He cherishes her, makes her feel special, and brings intensity to the relationship. This doesn't mean being overly clingy or obsessed, it means being present, engaged, and making her feel desired. A passionate man isn't afraid to express his emotions, and this level of authenticity makes him irresistible. Women love a man who can fully invest in them without losing himself. What makes these three types of men so attractive is that they all possess a strong sense of self. They don't need to chase approval because they are complete on their own. The confident leader commands respect through his self-assuredness and decisiveness. The mysterious man captivates with his depth and intrigue, leaving women wanting more. The passionate, ambitious man inspires through his relentless drive and infectious energy. These men aren't defined by external validation. They define themselves. A man who embodies these traits naturally becomes magnetic. Women can sense when a man is truly confident, intriguing, and passionate about life. These qualities make a man unforgettable because they tap into deep psychological and emotional desires. Attraction isn't about tricks or tactics, it's about who you are at your core. When you become the best version of yourself, the right people will naturally be drawn to you.